Okay, so for two last definitions for this lesson. In many studies, there are more than one variable recorded per case or individual. So it's often a purpose of a study to determine if and or how one variable, we call the explanatory variable, affects another variable, called the response. So that is, we have this response variable, that's the one we're trying to figure out what's going on. We're using an explanatory variable to try to explain the response. So the response variable is the outcome of a study. That's a variable you would be interested in predicting or forecasting. And the explanatory variable is any variable that explains the response. You could have more than one explanatory variable, as we'll see later on this course. Alright, so for each of the following research questions, determine the response variable and explanatory variables. So do heavier smokers develop lung cancer at younger ages? Well, what we want to know is, we want to know if they develop lung cancer or not. So that's going to be the response. And the age person developed lung cancer. The explanatory variable is going to be, is that person a heavier smoker? Is birth order an important factor in predicting future income? So we're trying to predict future income, so that's the response. The birth order is going to be the explanatory variable. Okay. So response variable is future income, explanatory variable is birth order. And can we estimate a person's percent body fat more simply by just measuring wrist size? So we're trying to predict the person's body fat, and we're going to use wrist size as our explanatory variable. So the response variable is the person's percent body fat, explanatory variable is wrist size.